Hello and welcome back to Lee County Libraries and the Award Goes To video, a monthly series where each episode dives into a different prestigious literary award from around the world. My name is Katrina and I will be taking you through this episode that showcases the Paris Literary Prize. A brief history of the prize. Shakespeare & Company, an independent English language bookshop located on the banks of the Seine in Paris, launched their first literary prize, the Paris Literary Prize, in August 2010. The Paris Literary Prize is an international prize for novellas on any topic. Shakespeare & Company hopes that the prize will make a difference in launching a new writer's career by only allowing authors who have not yet published a book to enter. A quote from Shakespeare & Company on the Paris Literary Prize. We have long been admirers of the novella, a genre which includes such classics as The Old Man and the Sea, Animal Farm, and The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie. The Paris Literary Prize celebrates this small but perfectly formed genre while giving a unique opportunity to writers whose voice has not yet been heard. The Paris Literary Prize was founded by Shakespeare & Company and sponsored in collaboration with the De Groot Foundation. The De Groot Foundation is a private family foundation created in 2010 to support high-impact sustainable innovation, education, and cultural projects. They work with organizations internationally to enhance communities through healthcare and education access, safe water, literary arts projects, fellowships, and youth empowerment. Trivia challenge. The question is, how many different countries had at least one author submit a novella for the 2011 Paris Literary Prize? Watch to the end for the answer. This prize is strictly judging novellas, but what is a novella? A novella is a work of fiction that falls between 17,500 to 40,000 words. Submission eligibility. Writers looking to submit their work must be over 18 years of age and have not yet had a book commercially published. No more than 10% of the submitted manuscript can have been previously published in print or electronic form. The work must be submitted in English under the writer's own name and cannot be under contract at the time of submission. The entrant must pay the €50 submission fee and enter their own original work. Submission requirements. A title page, your name, address, email, phone number, and title of novella, a one-page cover letter introducing yourself and your novella, the first 3,000 words, you may submit under 3,000 but not over, of the novella, a maximum 300-word synopsis of your novella. After the submission deadline ends in December, a long list will be determined by February of the following year. The authors that make it onto the long list will receive notice a few weeks later and submit their completed manuscript within 1 month. A short list will then be selected from those submissions and sent to the jury, who will then select the runners-up and winner. The runners-up and winner will be publicly announced in June. The Paris Literary Prize is €10,000 and a weekend stay in Paris, France. The winner will also read from his or her work at a special event at the Shakespeare & Company bookshop in Paris, France. There will be 2 runners-up awards. The awardees will receive a weekend stay in Paris, €2,000, and an opportunity to read from their work at a special event at Shakespeare & Company bookshop in Paris, France. Who votes for the winner? Every year, there are a selected few who make the Paris Literary Prize jury. For the 2011 prize, Erica Wagner, Brayton Breitenbach, Darren Strauss, and Dennis Lloyd Johnson made up the jury. For the 2013 prize, Erica Wagner, Ned Bowman, Rebecca Carter, Danao Magestu, and Sylvia Whitman made up the jury. But before the jury chooses the prize winners, a shortlist must be made up from about 10% of all applicants. Those in charge of making the shortlist are the Paris Literary Prize readers. The reading panel was comprised of booksellers, lawyers, students, producers, writers, artists, and journalists. Their names are listed below. Once the readers have made a shortlist, it gets sent to the jury. The jury will take about a month to read all of the shortlist works before selecting the winner and 2 runners-up. To ensure the quality and diversity of the selections, each submission is considered by several readers. In the 2011 prize, each shortlist submission was viewed at least 5 times. Now let's take a look at the 2011 Paris Literary Prize shortlist winners. The 2011 Paris Literary Prize shortlist. The 13 authors and their novellas are listed below. The 2011 runners-up were Adam Biles for his novella Gray Cats and Augustin Mays for his novella Newborn. Adam Biles is an English writer and translator based in Paris. Between 2007 and 2009, he was the Paris correspondent and contributing editor of Ling, a magazine about European cities. Gray Cats got Biles on the shortlist for the Paris Literary Prize and won him a runner-up spot. Augustin Mays has works published in the Gallatin Review, Blue Mesa Review, Ontario Review, Turn Row, The Other Journal, News Stories from the South, and has been cited in the Best American Mystery Stories. His novella Newborn was published in 2011 and chosen as one of the runners-up for the Paris Literary Prize that same year. Now let's take a look at the 2011 Paris Literary Prize winner. Rosa Rankin-Guy worked as a private cook in the summer of 2010 on the Channel Island Sark. It was there that she took notes from her winning novella, The Last Kings of Sark. She later moved to Paris to write it. Rosa had previously published short stories and was one of Esquire magazine's 75 Brilliant Young Brits in 2010. Her work has also appeared in Vogue, The Guardian, The New Yorker, The Paris Review Daily, MacGuffin, The Happy Reader, Harper's Bazaar, and others. Now let's take a look at the 2013 Paris Literary Prize shortlist and winners. The 2013 Paris Literary Prize shortlist. The 7 authors and their novellas are listed below. The 2013 runners-up were Tessa Brown for her novella Sorry for Partying and Svetlana Lavochkina for her novella Damned Duchess. Svetlana is a Ukrainian-born novelist and poetry translator residing in Leipzig, Germany. Her debut novel Zap was shortlisted for the 2015 Tiber & Jones Page-Turner Prize, and her novella Damned Duchess won her a runner-up seat in the 2013 Paris Literary Prize. Tessa Brown's prose has appeared in Harper's, The Forward, The New Haven Review, and on her blog. Her novella, Sorry for Partying, has won her a runner-up seat in the 2013 Paris Literary Prize. Now let's take a look at the 2013 Paris Literary Prize winner. C.E. Smith's short stories have appeared in the Best of Bellevue Literary Review, the Carolina Quarterly, and Rosebud. His novella Body Electric won him first place in the 2013 Paris Literary Prize. Trivia Challenge answer. The question was, how many different countries had at least one author submit a novella for the 2011 Paris Literary Prize? The answer is, 34 countries had at least one author that participated in the 2011 Paris Literary Prize. Are you interested in reading novellas or learning how to write them? The books to the right and many more are available to be checked out at the Lee County Library main branch. You can like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Lee County Libraries NC, and stay tuned for next month's episode of And the Award Goes To. As always, thanks for watching and see you next time.